Hey everyone, Joe Chavez here. Hope you all are doing well. Welcome again to all my new subscribers. You guys just keep showing me some love from Jack and from other parts of the internet. So thanks so much for joining and subscribing. You guys are all great. You're fantastic. The support means a lot to me. So wanted to just say hello. Today's first day of fall. It's Sunday, September 22nd. And it's just a beautiful fall day here in Southern California. This is, I used to think winter was my favorite season, but now, I'm starting to think that fall is. I love this time of year. It's the anticipation that winter's right around the corner. The heat's gone for the most part. I mean, sometimes we'll get some hot days here and there, but I just love this season. It's my favorite time of the year. And so I'm just excited about that. It's been a beautiful day today. But one of the things I wanted to share with you guys today, this week, one of my mom's cousins passed away. So she's in that generation. She was 74 years old. Her husband had passed away in May. He was a year younger than her, so I believe he was like 73, something like that. They both had cancer. Her husband, Jack, had had cancer for a number of years, and so he went home to be with the Lord in May, and then Norma passed away just earlier this week. Some of my extended family members had mentioned that, if once Jack passed away, if she had found out she had cancer, or if the cancer got worse, she did end up having cancer, she just didn't want to hang out. She didn't want to live after that, and I get that. I mean, I understand how that can be. But I started to think about her. She was a really, really special lady. She was the main reason why I got so interested in tracing my family's genealogy. Actually, her source material is what got me started. She had done a genealogy late 80s, early 90s, and she did it all on hand, by hand, did it on an 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper. A lot of painstaking work that went into it. But I took all that information, started loading it into my Mac, and started building trees off of that to where now it's up to, I think, 320 people are in that tree. So she's the one that really inspired me to do that. I haven't seen her since 2008 when we last had a family reunion. And at that point, she didn't have cancer. She was still healthy. Her husband, I think, was starting to get sick. But this morning I was really thinking about her, and I thought, okay, she passed away at 74, okay? I'm 43. I just turned 43 this year, and so I started thinking, 74, 43. Her husband was 73. So the enormity started to hit me, because I thought, that's 30 years from now, okay? I'm already halfway home at this point. So, and I'm not trying to depress anyone. I really wanted to share this with you because it's on my heart, okay? The average age, I'm not even sure what the life expectancy in the U.S. is. I think it's 78, something like that. So she almost made the actual life expectancy. So I started thinking, okay, if I'm 43... in 30 years, I'll be 73, 74. So, for all intents and purposes, I've got 30 years. 30 years. Now, for some people, they get that. You hear 30 years and it resonates. But I think a lot of us, that figure, that expression, just maybe you gloss over it. So I started to think about it in different terms. Okay, 30 years. That's 30 more Christmases. That's 30 more Thanksgivings. That's obviously 30 more birthdays for me, but that's 30 more birthdays that I can celebrate with my son, who's 5. That really put it into perspective, 30 more birthdays, right? But you can even quantify it in a different way. Let's just say that that's about 1,500 weekends. Okay, 52 weeks a year times 30, give or take, that's about 1,500 weekends. Most of us work 40 hours a week at jobs that we probably don't like. and we live for our weekends, right? We live for Fridays, live for weekends. I would have about 1,500 weekends left, and that's a really, it seems like a lot, but when you think about it, it's really not. And that whole 30 Christmases left really hit me more than just the 30. I have 30 years left, putting it into different perspectives. So, I'd like to say that it was an eye-opening moment, and it was eye-opening, but I think I'm at a point where I'm starting to really, this stuff's starting to come more real for me now. I've been on this mission to really explore, what am I here for? There's a reason why I'm here. And, I happen to be a Christian, so I know that God has a purpose for my life. Some of you may be Christians, some of you may not be. Some of you guys may be atheists or maybe agnostics, okay, but I'd love to talk to you about that, but that's for another video. But really, I'm exploring and starting to really figure out, why am I here? I'm not an accident, okay? None of us are accidents. None of us. Everyone's here for a reason. And we all have a duty to ourselves, to our families, to our children, and to our God to figure out, why are we here? And I'm not saying I have all the answers yet. I'll say that there's been a lot of clarity for me in the last 6 months, last year. I have more clarity than I did a year ago, which is actually really exciting for me. But now that I'm starting to think more about 1,500 weekends, 30 more Christmases, 30 more Thanksgivings, why would anyone waste their life when, that's assuming that I make it to 74. I may not make it to tomorrow. Heck, this video you might not even be watching this video, because I might kick the bucket in an hour and no one's going to see this video, okay? We're not promised tomorrow. We're not promised the next hour. So what my challenge is for myself and for you guys, think about it. How many more weekends do you have, and are we making them count? Right? Are we making a difference with our lives? Because really, at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's not about how much money you make. It's not how famous you get. It's not how many YouTube viewers you have and how many subscribers you have. Are you making your life count, and are you making a difference in this world? And that's really what's weighing heavy on my heart. And so I wanted to throw it out to you guys there. Have you ever thought about this? Have you ever put your life into this type of quantification where you're actually thinking, wow, life's, the ticker's going faster and faster and faster? Because that's how I'm feeling too. Now that I've, gone over the 40-year-old tipping point, life just seems to be going at light speed for me now. It's almost getting out of my, well, it's never been in my control, but it's just getting away from me now. Time is going by so fast now, I don't even feel like I can even keep up with it. My son is 5, my stepson's going to be 20 here in a couple days. How did I get to be so old is kind of how I'm feeling, But in any case, look, wanted to share this with you. I hope it inspires you. I would love to hear what your, if you've gone through this type of experience, what has worked for you to give yourself a kick in the pants to make a difference. Let me know in the comments. If you have a different analogy, something you've come up with that says, wow, instead of saying 30 years left, you have come up with something else that's really made an impact on you. I would love to hear it. I really would. Because I'm looking for some inspiration. I don't know that I've drawn a line in the sand like this is my tipping point, but I feel like I've had all these little tipping points that are kind of slowly moving me over into this other direction. So anyway, long story short, wanted to share that with you today. I hope you guys got something out of it, my continued, ramblings. So just let me know in the comments. I would really love to hear from you all. And I appreciate all your support. And I look forward to the dialogue, and hopefully this can be some kind of a dialogue back and forth, because I would love to learn from you guys as well. So let me know in the comments. Hope you're all having a great day, and hey, welcome to fall. See you soon.